A podcast full of mayhem awaits with Stav, Abby and Matt. And it's mayhem at Chemist Warehouse. Stock up and save now with the Chemist Warehouse half-price cosmetics sale. Stav, Abby and Matt.
Brisbane wakes up with Stav, Abby and Matt on B105.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for downloading our podcast today. Bit of Mother's Day gear in there, of course.
Yes.
On the Mother's Day Boxing Day.
Mother's Day, what do you mean?
Day after Boxing Day.
Day.
Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
like Christmas.
okay. Yeah. All right, fair enough.
Call it Boxing Day after Christmas, so Mother's Day, Boxing Day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But no sales?
No.
Oh, there's always sales. That's the thing. Sales aren't sales anymore. Everything's always on sale everywhere.
You reckon?
All the time.
Yeah, but I do hate it when they say, oh, the sale's ending here. And you're like,
No, it's not.
all right, it's not. And then you do go, and it's literally ended. I was like, mm-mm. So now I've got to wait for another sale. I'm trying to get tapware.
Things always go on sale. Go online and look at it, and then they'll email you and tell you it's 10% off.
True. There'll be a Cyber Day coming up too sometime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Things are always, that's the internet.
Do you want me to write back to him?
You are not on sale.
Yeah.
You are on sale.
Liars.
Yeah. Or just say, email me back when it's on sale.
Oh, you're right. It's still on sale, actually.
Oh.
See? Yeah. And they'll tell you it's not, and then you go, well, I'm not going to buy it. They go, oh,
Yeah.
hey, you won't believe it. We extended the sale. Or, hey, we can extend the sale, but just for you. Don't tell anybody.
Isn't it the investigation they're doing that they put it higher?
Just before the sale, yeah.
Yeah, so that what they're doing actually is saying it's not on sale. They write 15% off, but 15% off the increased 20% off rise.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker
Supermarkets
for that.
sometimes do that too.
Yes.
At times. If all else fails, just get it from Temu. I find that tapware from Temu.
Do you reckon it'll work well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have to buy like 100 of them though, but it'll still work out cheaper.
You might also need to buy all new Gyprock
Yeah.
Yeah.
for when that busts.
I love
And you'll have to
busted
spin
tapware.
spin the wheel before you can buy anything.
Are you still
Yeah.
buying from Temu?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
You were quite into it.
I bought a couple of things, but that was it. I only did it the once.
The Americans call it Temu.
Do they?
Do they?
Get in their Nissans and
Are we
order from
saying it
Temu?
wrong?
Don't know.
Temu.
Temu. You always, when you see stuff about the news on it, about
Well,
they're
they normally
stealing all your
focus on
stuff.
the and in
Temu.
there. Yeah.
Temu is taking your data. Here's 5 ways to stay safe. 1, tariffs.
That's actually very good accent.
All right, let's get into today's podcast. Here we go. How was Mother's Day?
Oh, it was
Yesterday.
good. It was good. It was a mixed bag. I always put too much expectation. You know, I just want everyone to not fight. That was a mistake. I just want everyone to
Maybe
not
if you do
fight.
ask them to fight, they
Yeah.
won't
Hey,
fight.
wake up in the morning, make sure you whinge non-stop, make sure you fight and do nothing but complain. Yeah, no, I should say that. I always say to my friends, we send texts in the morning
Yeah.
saying, have a lovely day. And we always go, we just hope that there is a slight less whinging than normal.
That's all you can ask for,
That's all
right?
you can ask for. But
little
we
bit
did
less.
share at that point, because I always send the first text, you know, when I get up at 4 a.m.
Yep.
On the WhatsApp group, really, to my school friends saying Happy Mother's Day. And I do love the messages that came back. So they got the, you know, when the teacher asks you to fill in for Mother's Day, especially for young kids, you know, in prep.
My
and year
mum
one.
likes to eat. My mum does this
Oh,
for
yeah.
work.
Yes,
Yeah.
so good. And they shared all those. And I was like, you could really tell the ones where the teachers hate the mum.
Well,
Because
the teachers don't fill them in.
Well, they did, because he's only 5. So it would have been like, you tell me. So they said, my mum is Sarah, correct. And my mum is 67 years of age.
Wow.
She's the youngest in the group, so we really love that one. My friend Emma, who's the doctor,
Yeah.
said, my mum's favourite food is pasta, wine and beer.
Yep.
All the great food groups.
Classic.
Well, the teacher's only writing what the kid says.
I
Yeah.
know. So I'm like, that's really cute.
You reckon? Oh, it could be like she likes milk and vegetables. We'll put wine and cigarettes.
I was 39, so I accepted that.
That's
And
right.
I like to hug a lot. So I was like, oh, that's really cute from Koa. I mean, they don't ask the teenagers to fill that out.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my mum's favourite thing is nagging me. Yeah, good one. But I also got the Mother's Day present, you know, from the stall, which is really nice. Yeah.
What
so,
was it?
That got thrown at me, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because he got back in the
was a
car and he was
frisbee.
angry about something.
right.
So I got it on the Friday thrown at me.
Right.
Yeah. And it was the same crystal he got the year before.
Right.
I thinking that I had broken, but I just placed it down from the car because the lights were shining on me as I was driving. So I got the same thing, so that was nice. And Jagger got me a notebook, which is really cute.
Lovely.
And Finlay said it was sold out.
And
kept the money.
didn't give you money back? Yeah. Yeah.
Everything was sold out. I didn't give him money for him.
No.
Oh, you wanted him to use his own money?
Sold out.
Yeah, the other one did.
The boys will use their own money.
Yeah.
Acting
See?
cash.
My daughter, in her typical style, I got an email from the school saying you didn't send money for your child
Yeah.
for the Mother's Day store, so you have an IOU.
Oh.
And I said, I did send money.
But she spent it at the tuck shop?
No, Eden said, I bought extra stuff. It's like, you were on a budget, girl.
It's not going into Kmart.
I was like, what the
It's
hell?
not endless. You just get your one thing.
Give you $20 and I still have to pay more.
I did speak to Esther. I sent her a text to say Happy Mother's Day because I know it was her first.
Grandmother's
Yeah,
Day,
but I forgot what she called herself. So I was like, the first one having a granddaughter because I didn't want to get the name wrong.
Yeah.
So I said it was really special. And she said that she got something lovely from the Mother's Day stall.
Yeah, so Xander got her, you know those like head scratchers, but they're wire claws. You put it on the back of your head and it kind of sends a shiver right down
Your Gasmatron.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, it's a fundraiser. So they buy things that are kind of cheap.
And that's it, that's to raise money for the PNC. And look, they're actually kind of cool. We all had a go of it. But
However, what she said was my favourite.
when it came in the packet, the top of the packet was like, it was from Xander. It was all like taped on real tight.
Yeah.
And Xander had said to me, he goes, I dropped it, so I had to fix the packet. But no, what it turned out is he goes, I had to tape it back on because me and some of the boys used it at lunchtime.
And by some of the boys, every single
And
year 6 boy
That's
had
when
used it before.
He goes, we go, oh, which boys? And he goes, all the boys at school.
So she got a head massager and lice.
Yeah, she got a head massager that had been passed around every single boy at lunchtime.
Wow.
And
Thought that counts.
that's true.
What did
Steph.
Rory
That is
get?
true.
Cat.
Well, technically we went to Indro on Friday.
Don't take credit. It's not how that works.
afternoon,
It's not how it works.
She wanted to get a jelly cat. Have you ever seen jelly cats, the teddy bear soft toys?
No.
No.
Oh, they're like collectible
Jelly
things.
cat.
Jelly cats. And it was like, I'm like, no, it's $100. And it was tiny. So I was like, no. So we went to Typo and got some stuff. And she
Spent $100 at Typo.
yeah. And she also made a little compilation video of photos and stuff.
Oh, see, that's cute.
With music underneath. So that was good.
Jelly cat. Oh yeah, it's just a fluffy toy.
Yeah, but look at the prices. I was like,
Is it-
no.
Is it
Lower your
because it's a
voice.
jelly cat?
No. Yeah, it's because they're jelly cats.
Right. Okay.
There was one, honestly, like normal sized teddy bear, and it was $320 because it was a jelly cat. So you can stuff those.
My favourite Mother's Day ever. It was working with Stav on Kat's first ever Mother's Day. And he said, there's no way I'm buying anything. You don't want to know why? Because
She's not my
She's
mother.
not my mum. You know what? She can wait until Rory's old enough and she can buy her
my
own.
mother.
And how did that go for the second year?
She got a Porsche.
Stav learned his lesson and went, oh no, wait a minute.
And I'll tell you one other thing that happened, though.
Yeah.
Because, the biggest thing at my house is always about the card. Like, you could legitimately get my wife a Lamborghini, but if you don't get a card with it with something written on it, you're in trouble.
Try it.
No. And I got a card, and, you've got to write out your little thing. And the card was so good that I didn't have to write anything. I just wrote, I was going to write something lovely, but this card is so good. And she read it and went, this card is amazing. I said, I know. I've never had a greeting card that actually worked. You always skip what's actually written in it and just write your
So
own.
you should just wrote what AI said.
Yes.
We want to know 13 10 60. What did you get for the Mother's Day? Talking about, was it a school,
Yeah.
the school market? What did they actually purchase there?
Was pastor involved in any way?
Yeah, so what did they write on it? Maybe you were the same where all you like is
Your full-
favourite food is pasta, beer and wine.
And you're 100 years old. 13 10 60. What came home from school?
Stav, Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Mother's Day yesterday, and we want to know what came home from school, whether it was that beautiful little card they wrote, and teachers know what they're doing when they have a bracket there for age to fill in.
Yeah, why is that necessary?
Because that's funny to the teachers, and they deserve a laugh.
Oh, yeah, they're preloaded.
Yeah.
My mum loves to drink. What drink? The other one is the when it's like their name or like MUM,
Yes.
you got to do different like words to describe them. One that I've seen before said M at the top, and M is for mental.
Great. Stable, they left out the end of that. But we want to know 13 10 60. Ashley in Browns Plains, what did you get?
Hello, how are we this morning?
Right, Ashley.
That's good. I got a little poster that says all about mum. And one of the little questions that they ask is, my mum relaxes by, and then obviously a line. And my little 6-year-old wrote, her blood pressure, because unfortunately at the moment I've had hypertension. So she just knows that every morning I check my blood pressure. So that's how I relax.
She checks the blood pressure. Well, she didn't get it wrong.
Well, that is true. That is true. I'm trying to relax and keep it down.
Yeah.
Does she realise that sometimes she's at the centre of the reason why it's up?
Well, look, she is one of them. There are 4 of them, so it's possible.
Yeah, they share that. They share that.
No wonder you
Your
got
blood pressure's up, yeah. All right, Courtney in Sunnybank. What came home for Mother's Day?
Morning, guys.
Hey.
Well, it wasn't actually what I got, but it's what I got my mum when I was in year 1, and she never lets me live it down. I got her a Mother's Day mug from the store and ate all the chocolates out of it.
Classic.
Perfect.
That's all. Like, I think she gave me like $20. I think I spent the rest at the tuck shop.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she put the cellophane paper back to how it was somewhat, and even though it's ripped up, and gave her that. So.
There's a lot of effort in that, isn't it,
I
really?
know, right?
Yeah.
I made her up for it this year, though. It's all right.
Oh, okay.
What'd you do?
Yeah, what'd you get her this year?
Oh, I gave her Peter Alexander pajamas and took her for lunch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Classic.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cute,
good.
yeah.
She still wants her bloody chocolates back though, Courtney.
I know, what is it?
Julie in Manly West. What came home for Mother's Day?
I got a fry pan.
Okay. How did
From
that go
school?
down?
No. This is what they gave me as a family, like for my kids and my hubby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And how did you take that?
Well, needless to say, he took that fry pan back yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And, but you know what he got in replacement?
No, what'd you get?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, do you know some men just can't be
Pocketed
helped?
that money. Hey,
Some men just can't be helped.
I know.
Yeah.
And I had only just been whinging and complaining leading up to Mother's Day, like, I don't want to do any more cooking. I just want to have a break from cooking. I don't care what we do. I just don't want to cook. And I got a fry pan.
Yeah.
And not even as a joke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they're going to do that as, ha, 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 look at this, it's a joke, but we've organised to take you out, but not even as that.
No, they're like, she's been complaining about cooking the food, so we'll get a new nice equipment.
New fry pan. A
Yeah.
non-stick one.
Yeah.
You could have joined one of my groups of text messages yesterday, which was called He Has a Death Wish. And it was all the times that the dads got up by sleeping in. Yeah, so we had like a running tally of what time they'd woken up.
Right.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think I might have just won the jackpot
Yeah.
yesterday. But, yeah. All good.
I'm glad we
Yeah,
brought it
sounds
back
like
up
it.
again for
Sounds
you,
like
Julie.
it's all good.
Yeah. Do you have anything for her now, Maddie? Like, what can we give? Do we have any?
You have won $1,000 voucher
No, don't say that.
to a divorce lawyer.
No.
I'll take it.
Stav, Abby, and Matt for breakfast. B105.
I have known about this for a long time and I've just never gone. Talking about the disco club and Liz and Sarah, who used to work here.
Those two
and
girls.
Yeah, and Liz filled in for me on maternity leave.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah, best 2 weeks of your life. But they have this.
Your words, not ours.
They have the most amazing concept, which is a disco, which is basically, as they would describe it, everything you miss about clubbing and nothing you don't.
Right.
So, you know, when girls used to always go, oh, no, we're just here just to dance. I mean, Pink even wrote a song about it.
Yep.
I'm not here for your entertainment. And they go, we just want to go and dance. And everyone goes, yeah, sure. And when I was...
Not everyone, just the men. Men go, yeah, sure.
Yeah, the men go, yeah, sure. But you know what you need? You need me on the dance floor groping you. That's what you need. That's what's really going to make your night come alive. But I was going and Scotty goes, oh, yeah, right. Oh, it's going to be good on the dance floor. Where is it? And I was like, it's at Fortitude Music Hall and it's just girls. And he goes, it's not. I said, no, it is. And he goes, it won't be though. I'm like, no, I don't think you understand. Like, it is. That's what it is. It's women or those that identify as women.
Right.
And you just go with what you want to wear, which we've all noticed is sneakers.
Yes.
There was only a couple with high heels because when we used to go out, it used to be stilettos, high heels, the most stupid, painful shoes, and no one even thought about, wait a minute, should we wear sneakers?
Yeah.
Because you always wanted to be dressed up.
You'd
and it
be
was
laughed
just,
out of there.
It was just a done thing.
Yeah.
I guess you would have got in, but no one ever really thought about it.
Yeah.
So
Girls
Ash,
could get in barefoot.
That's true.
Guys couldn't. If you put a diamante on your toe, they're like, no,
Yeah.
you're right. You can come.
producer Ash and I we met at her house, and then we're walking down there with sneakers just going, this is amazing. Why didn't we do this earlier?
Yeah, it was really comfy and fun, and everyone was in sequins.
Everyone was in sequins to the point that sequins rubbing up against each other.
Yeah.
You kept getting caught on other people's sequins. And rather than anyone being annoyed, it was hilarious, like, I'm caught on you. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's mine. Oh no, it's mine. And then you just rip it out and you just go, yeah, cool, no worries. Right. Everywhere you go, whether it was to the bar. They opened up the men's toilets because they were like, nope, you girls should be able to go.
How did you go in the urinal?
She-wee?
No. There were some ladies that I'm still not being able to do it. But it was so nice seeing, I bumped into so many people from mothers groups to my son's teacher.
Wow.
Yeah, she was epically dancing on the dance floor.
How was she?
I think everyone was enjoying themselves. No, it was actually more about the dancing.
Dancing?
There was not one person in the room. I'm talking about 2,500 people in the room. No one was not dancing.
Right.
We're talking about Fortitude Music Hall down on the floor and then also up
Right. Just heaving.
at the barristers. Yeah, but I was like, I've never been to an all-women's event before.
Neither have I.
Well, you said that Gracie Abrams was kind of like that.
That's true, yeah.
But Ash was like, all right, well, I'm going to leave you on the dance floor. You're in the middle. I'm going to go and get a drink, so it'll probably be hard for me to get back. And then she came back and she's like, everyone just let me through.
Yeah, right.
It was so nice. Who would have thought that girls could just
Chill.
get along? Honestly, it's a fantastic idea, and it's coming back in October.
What's the deal? So it's female only. Is it also starts early or anything like that?
Starts at 6 o'clock.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so you get there.
roll-
You can arrive from 6 until 7 o'clock.
All right, and then they shut the doors.
Everyone follows to that,
Yep.
and then at 7 o'clock, it starts. And Lise and Sarah will welcome you on about how they actually started it and why they wanted to do it. And they started it, it meant a lot to them because they started it here in Brizzy. They're Brizzy girls.
Yeah.
And they started it at a bowls club, I think. Well, Jace, our producer, was with them at the time. Was it a bowls club they started? It was only 80 people in a room?
Yeah, it was a bowls club. I think, it was 80 to 100 people. No fanfare or anything like that. It was just women in there dancing, and it just went off.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they've just grown it since then.
It's everything that I think you did miss, which is just the whole dancing. I was so excited. I said over to Ash probably about an hour in, I was like, I've done my steps.
I've done my steps.
What a wild time.
But they
Like,
throw
you'd be pissed if you forgot to put your Fitbit on for it
Yeah,
then,
I
wouldn't
hate
you?
Yeah,
Hey?
they throw it over to the crowd at the start of the ages that are there.
Yeah.
They're like, is anyone here from 20s? There was a couple of people, a couple of teenagers, yeah. And then 30s, 40s, 50s,
Yeah.
60s went right up. And there was
Really?
someone in the 80s there.
Wow.
Really? Yeah. How good.
There was a couple of hens nights there.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
There was a divorce party.
Oh, perfect.
Full
Circle of life.
hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear Prue was like, oh, yeah, no, I shouldn't have said her name. But she was like, I'm dating lots of men. Everything's going really well. And he's like, oh, come. And I was like, no, I don't think you understand. This is a girls only event.
Let's hope the other nightclubs don't get a hold of this idea.
It wouldn't bother me. I'm married.
Yeah, it wouldn't bother me.
Doesn't?
Don't go.
Yeah. Like,
Go ahead with it.
Yeah.
But
do what
tickets
you
go on
want.
sale, I think it's 1 p.m. today.
for the next
So,
one.
yeah, so we're going to go.
Oh,
Are you going
nice.
to come along again in October?
Yeah, it was so fun. I loved it.
Yeah, there was people that were there like, this is my 5th time.
Right. It's like a new pub choir, kind of.
She was there, by the way.
Oh, was she?
We could do one for blokes, Stav, but it'd take way too long for us to organise. We wouldn't get round to it.
We
Do that
would-
running
you know.
into each other thing. That's
We
big.
were joking about that, and we're like, would guys go to an event like this? And we're like, yeah, but it'd be a gay night. Would guys actually go and
Not to just dance. No.
No, not to dance.
No.
We'd all go there and sway with our beer in our right hand.
Yeah.
That's as far as
That'd be
maybe
good.
tap our foot slightly.
I'd go to that.
Would you like to come to the foot tapping swaying dance party?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Stav, Abby, and Matt for breakfast. B105.
I'm ghosting the gym at the moment. I don't know if you can ghost a company, but that's exactly what I'm doing. I've
Yeah.
got this block and I can't go to the gym. And this was a gym that's a community gym at Clem Jones. So it's really reasonable price. And I was like, I want to go to it. But it's got a wait list. So I was like desperate to go. So you put your name on the wait list, and I kept calling to see if I could get a membership because this is the new me. I really wanted to go every day. And of course, this one has a pool attached, so I was going to do swimming.
You hate swimming.
I hate swimming. I know.
You don't like getting your hair wet.
No, I know. Yeah. But new me, I might have liked it once I got there.
Right.
So I kept calling. So I finally got this membership. And I paid for it up front because there was a discount. And it actually is really cheap compared to other gyms. But don't try to go there because I don't want you to get on the wait list. But I can't go now. Like, I've gone twice.
Yeah.
And I don't know what my block is. And I've tried talking badly to myself. Like, how dare you do this? You talk to the kids about just doing things. Do the hard things when you don't want to do it. And there'll come a time when you'll want to do it. Did all that to myself. Didn't work. So then I tried to talk nicely to myself. Also didn't work. I've tried to wear my sneakers to work. And get dressed up and then go. And I've driven to the car park and I've waited there and got onto my phone and then went,
And you went to the gym?
now's not the time. And I've driven off.
I went to the gym today.
It's so pathetic that I just can't get into a routine. And then I'm like, oh, well, this week's off because I'm not feeling the best.
Just an excuse.
I know it's an excuse, but I've only been there twice. I got the membership in October.
Go.
Not today.
Why not?
I don't know, but I honestly,
today.
I've driven, like, I'll make up excuses.
Then go today.
Well, I'm not dressed for it.
Go home, get changed, go to the gym.
And that's my problem. As soon as you go home, I start having something to eat.
There's no rules on
Weekends
what you
for
can wear at the
Instagram.
gym. You can wear that.
I can't wear
You
a
can.
skirt at the gym.
Why not?
Nah, you definitely cannot wear a skivvy.
But you
Gym.
can.
You would
a jumper.
die in that.
Yeah. And then I was
turtleneck.
like, and then I was looking up terms that I've got.
Yeah.
So apparently I've got gym-timidation. It's a real thing.
Gym-timidation.
No, it's a real thing.
It's just excuses.
It is a word if you look it up. It's I feel intimidated
All
by
words
going.
are made up.
It's a legitimate term.
Yeah.
I admire you for going after work. You stopped going.
Yes.
I'm at the
And
stage.
I'm about to encourage you to do the same.
But why did you break up with it? Because you were going to go. You were like, nah, this is the thing.
I was going in the morning before work.
Yes.
I don't have time after work. But
Neither do I.
I was getting deathly tired. And I was like, this is meant to make me feel good. And I just feel like crap.
Yeah.
And so and it was expensive. So then I get annoyed when I wouldn't go when I was paying. So
Yeah.
I just quit.
I'm at the stage where I feel bad if I don't go.
Yeah, and I used to be like that. Remember, I used to be a real gym junkie, and I used to do, but
How
then I
the
just
turntables.
yeah, whatever.
Use me as a better beat.
I don't know
Stav.
how to use all the machines as well, and I have to be honest. I do feel quite uncomfortable that I'm going to walk up to a machine and I'm going to put my towel on it, and someone's going to come over and go, "It's back to front."
That's all right. You're going to die of the embarrassment of that.
Did you know how to use all the machines, or did you just keep using the same ones?
I would wait till someone else used it and then copy them.
Yeah.
So if they used it wrong, I would be using it wrong. And that was just the way it was.
The guy that invented that machine is like, no one is using it correctly.
As long as they're buying them.
I don't want to.
That's
I
true.
don't want to be the person that has a gym membership and then just waste it.
You are.
Yeah.
Literally that person.
Cancel it. Cancel it.
I can't.
Oh,
you
look
don't
at
get a
this. It's
refund.
like evil Homer and good Homer.
I just don't see the point in
Going to the
Punish-
gym and
like
making yourself feel
punishing-
better.
Because
punishing
you
yourself.
have to do weights. The GP said it. It is good for your bones. It's good for your
Yep.
muscles. It's good for every single aspect of you as you apparently get older, which I'm not doing, but I've
You are.
Well,
There's
no,
a lot of
not the
denial
same as-
going on over here.
huge denial.
Not the same as this old fella that goes to the gym every day.
It's like it's on the way home.
Yep.
I sit at the car park. I watch people go in, and I go, "Oh, that's right. That's not going to be me today."
I don't think you want to go.
No,
Exactly.
of course
That's
I
why
don't
I'm
want to
saying don't
go.
go. You just
No one
punishing
really
yourself.
wants to go to the gym.
Just said I want to go to the gym.
You like the effects of the gym.
I like being at the gym and doing the workouts. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I like after. I like when you leave and you go, "Oh, geez, that felt good." I like that feeling if I could bottle it.
Yeah, no, my favourite at the moment is the sit-ups. I'm enjoying that.
Which you could just do at home.
It's on a little slopey thing.
Oh, it's on a slope. You don't have a slope at home.
Don't have a slope at home.
All right.
No.
You couldn't create a slope for
And
yourself.
I do it with a 20-kilo weight.
Do you know what I am?
Back off.
I'm you when you got the gym machine at your house
Yeah.
and it was literally just there and you
Yeah.
never used it and you just had this full block that you couldn't use it. That's me.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think we need to celebrate quitting more often.
That's not a good attitude.
I'm giving you what you want. I don't understand what you want.
Exactly. Do you want us to want you to go to the gym, or do you want us to not want you to go to the gym?
I want you to want to go to the gym. I want you to be like, "What are you doing, Abby?
Yeah.
You get to the gym."
Well, I'm going today, so
That's what you're saying there is exactly what Stav's just done for the last 5 minutes and 27 seconds.
Yeah, but you're saying the opposite. You're supposed to be like, no, you lazy girl, get there.
No, you lazy girl. If you don't want to go, don't go. Be lazy.
Those saddlebags aren't going to move themselves.
Hey, whoa. What are saddlebags, by the way?
On your hips. Saddlebags.
Do I have them?
Now this took a turn. I mean, I tell you what, I'm not going to say whether you have them.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. I don't think you do. That's why you don't need to go to the gym.
That actually works, so I'll probably go.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
With the gym.
I don't know, but that's it.
Stav, Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
Abby, you're going to laugh at me, but I have fully embraced the culture that is the netball.
I think it's just a reminder, never say that you're not going to do anything. I'm never going to drive around the
I
weekend.
am never going to be a billionaire.
Good one.
It's a great game. But Saturday was a netball festival, a festival of netty, because Rory was playing at Downey Park in her league. And then we went to the Firebirds of a night time. They didn't win, but they played very well. Mary had a good game. And it was a big one for the netball game because Kat's parents wanted to come along and watch. Because we were going to go for a Mother's Day lunch after. And so they were there, and her cousin Annabelle popped down to watch as well. So she had a crowd. She played pretty well. And we were driving there, and we decided, because the parking is crazy, because there's like 150 fields, and they do field hockey there as well. Like one weekend we almost had to park back at our house and just walk.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd just take two cars. And Mick, my father-in-law...
So and there wasn't a lot of parking, so you took two cars?
Oh, sorry, we take one car.
One car, yeah, right.
Sorry.
I don't know how many cars they normally take.
Hang on a second.
Normally Rory has her own chauffeur, so they take 3 cars whenever they go on an outing. But this time, just 2.
We all took a car each.
We thought, fuck the other people, not be owning
and the first one in best dressed. No, we all took one car. And we took my father-in-law's car, Mick. And he's a bit of an intimidating character. He's old.
You're still waiting to be accepted. And how many years have you been married for?
25.
One day.
One day. He's still, you guys point this out, when we have a gathering, he'll get the family around for a photo, but it's not the partners, it's just the actual family, and we stand to the side.
Which is hilarious, because even in my household, if one of the nephews have been dating someone for 2 weeks, my mum feels rude not asking them to be in a photo.
Yeah.
So they're in the photo.
Maybe it's more of a indictment on his children. That maybe they used to do it and it was just ragamuffins. And
however you want to explain it is
every
fine.
time you think that would be it, right? Yeah.
I think you always know that if the ship was sinking, you get the lifeboat last.
Yes,
and that's
exactly.
fine.
That's fine. You understand the rules.
I mean, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah. But they've never been there before, so I had to sit in the front seat and direct, which is already nerve-wracking enough.
So Mick is driving.
Mick is driving. And Mick used to be a truck driver, and Mick knows his stuff. And so I was already on edge to give proper directions the proper way with no misinformation that you could.
Wouldn't have mattered. You knew you'd already lost it before it started.
Left, right, here. No, I mean just left.
Just coming up at the next set of lights. You want to get into the left-hand lane because we will be turning left there.
Did you do meters and Ks or not really? Because it's just if I'm looking at something and I'm the navigator, Scott likes to go like 200 meters. So I'll always put it up. It's so annoying. No. So I'll put it up on the app just so I can make sure. Like, what do you like to get directions in?
I go by lights. I go next set of lights. You want
or the next left.
Yeah. Not this one, but the next one after that.
Yeah.
Or sometimes follow that car. They go to follow where that blue one went.
To be fair, I never get Esther to direct me. Even if she knows where she's going, I will put it in the GPS and follow the GPS because it never ends well.
Yeah. So I'm doing the directing, and he did say I can just put it in the GPS. I said, no, I know how to go. I'm just, I know what I'm doing. But I'm already nervous trying to do that. And Saturday was quite rainy, right? It was quite rainy on Saturday. And we're driving there. I'm in the front seat, and we're driving there. And it's raining. And the windshield fills up with rain.
And he hasn't got the automatic wipers, or he didn't put them on?
He didn't it didn't even look like he thought about turning on the wipers. And it was raining pretty heavily. And the windshield is completely full of rain. And it was at that point I realised I would rather die in a car crash with my entire family than question my father-in-law's driving technique and ability.
Are you
I just wanted to see how this goes then. He's not wearing his seatbelt. He's got a glint in his eye. I think he's trying to take us out.
See, Scotty would have leant over and actually turned them on.
I thought about it when I couldn't see the...
Yeah, he would've.
No, you cannot do that.
No.
He's that close to my dad, that 100%. And you know what? He would have went, oh, thanks, Scott. I thought that was a bit hard to drive in. No, their relationship is just like that.
Nah, see, this thing, Stav doesn't have that. That's like, it pisses
Then
me
again,
off
yes,
when
you're
Esther
right.
does
I'm
that.
asked to get out of the photo, so it's just Scott and my dad. So maybe that's the difference with that.
Yeah.
So you didn't even suggest, like, oh, Mick, you might have to turn on the
He
wipers.
was a truck driver for like 20 years. If anyone knows how to drive in the rain, it would be maybe we're doing it wrong and we shouldn't be getting rid of the
Don't
water
start blaming
off our
yourself, Stav.
windshield. Maybe you need to drive fast enough that the wind just takes it off. I don't know what the thought process was behind it. I just know I was going to go with it. And now, I tell you what, if I'm ever driving and he's in the car with me and it's raining, I ain't touching those windshield wipers.
No one suggested it in the back.
No,
Not
they
his
didn't even
daughter.
notice. They were just chatting away. Yeah. Couldn't see the car in front of us.
So every time you're with your father-in-law,
Yeah.
it's like you're the boyfriend dating her and you're going to their house for dinner for the
Constantly
first time.
trying to get
Yes.
approval.
Yes.
I don't know if you've put yourself in that position or he's constantly made you feel like that. If
Probably
that's his
Probably
persona.
a little bit of both. Maybe it's one of those things where next time I am driving with him and I don't put the windshield wipers on, he's just pissing himself laughing.
I reckon you need to spin it. Just start dominating. Just completely change who you are.
Have you talking to
Have
me?
you met me?
Stav, Abby and Matt for breakfast. B105.
My mom always said,
Never put anything on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or any other social media platform that will come out that you do not want your future boss at your dream job to see.
Whose status update was it?
Great advice. None that we followed or could have used at the time because you just didn't think about it when you're doing your status updates. If you forget Facebook, I don't even think you could post photos at start. It was just...
Updates?
Was it updates? Yeah.
I can't even remember. But you got to remember, when we did it, we thought it was we were doing something normal or cool.
Everyone was doing it,
and
so
that's
it's fine.
the same thing now.
But it is true. You look back at photos and you go, why was I wearing that? That's weird.
20-year-old me is a loser. I mean, you make your own judgments on 37-year-old me.
Yeah, now you're brilliant. Yeah.
You've come so far.
Producer Ash,
Hello.
what have you been doing?
I have been looking at your old Facebook statuses from about, like, how many years is this? 2010?
We're older than
20,
you, shut up.
2009? Is that like 20 years? No, my maths is bad.
It's getting close.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, ages ago.
Yes.
And I thought I would read some back to you to see if you can remember who said what.
Okay. All right.
Do you reckon there's, like, younger people aren't getting Facebook now?
No.
So there'd be, like, 20-year-olds who don't even have Facebooks, right?
Would your son have one?
I don't know if he uses it, but he did have one because he used... Oh, no, he does, because he does Messenger Kids with my kids.
Well, Caitlin's the youngest here. Does she have a Facebook?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah,
She does.
Yeah, but she's embarrassed by it.
All right. So
All
you
right.
read out the...
Okay, so this one is from July 2009.
Okay.
You
Good
have to
month.
pick which of you three said it.
Right.
It says, is it okay to still enjoy kids' cartoons even if you're 21 years old?
That's Stav.
It's not.
Would
don't
he,
reckon?
would he have been 21 in 2009?
Oh,
Oh,
bless ya.
gosh, sorry. It's right, so it's you.
You're correct.
Yeah.
It was
Ding,
me,
ding.
was it? Yeah.
What
What-
kids?
what-
Yeah. What were you
Dinosaur
watching?
Train?
Nah, I would have been smack bang in Ben 10
Oh, okay.
with
Look at your
Ethan.
face light up that you still
It was,
like
that was
it.
great. That was
It's pretty
it was a
good.
great cartoon.
Yeah, Ben
That was
10
the one where you used to
fantastic.
do the
The
dance.
watch.
Not the dance, sorry, but you used to do the watch. And
Turn into monsters.
Yeah.
And that was when it was on the back end of when Foxtel was still popping and the Cartoon Network channel.
So good.
Ethan was big on Cartoon Network and we would watch all sorts of stuff like Adventure Time.
Oh, yeah.
Which
Yeah.
you then
In the
realised...
night garden. Oh, don't watch
Ooh.
that drunk.
No.
Oh, seriously.
Is it trippy?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so trippy. But I used
Yeah.
to watch it before Finny went to bed and we used to have a bottle of wine and we used to sit there and go, are you seeing the same thing?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
weird dreams.
Really weird.
I interviewed one of the guys who was a character on Adventure Time, and I said to him, "Is this made for people who do drugs?" And he goes, no, like if it's made
But
for
they don't
kids.
talk, do
but then
they?
off the air, he was like, absolutely. it was."
All right, next one. This is from April 2011.
Okay.
It says, is it a bad sign Kate doesn't look Will in the eye? Where is the passion?
Oh, well, that would have to be me.
Oh, I don't know.
No? Well, you reckon it was you?
No, I reckon it could have been Matthew. He's always got his eye on the royals.
Well, that was during their wedding, wasn't it? They got married then, and I did like their wedding. I did get obsessed. Did you watch it?
No.
Then that was me.
It was you, Abby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she not? Oh.
Well, it mustn't have, according to you.
I loved that wedding.
Yeah.
Great wedding.
Well, they're still together, right? So maybe it's not a bad sign.
There you go. Time has proven that post
For now.
wrong.
Yeah.
For now.
You never know. It might come around and be one of the most correct posts of all time.
And they go back and say, you can see this moment in the wedding when he tried to get eye contact with his bride-to-be.
Now I've just realised that I always hate Snapchat because everything disappears, but that's the whole point.
Yeah.
You
So
can't check the
you can't
status
do this.
updates. All right, so we're going to presume that this one's Stav next?
No.
All right.
Don't presume anything.
Okay.
No.
January 2011.
Uh-huh.
Feeling like I might have one of those breakdowns that you see in movies.
Oh, that's me.
Should be.
Abby.
Do you know what, though? I was working with you at the time. So
It goes on. It says, she'll be pretty fun to watch. If you're keen for a laugh, I'll give you 10 minutes to get here. So January 2011. Yes, it is you.
I was working with you.
Oh, no.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Makes sense.
Yeah.
How you feeling now? You want to have one now?
My every day is one.
She's hasn't finished that first one from 2011.
No one came to watch, so I've really postponed it.
One more.
Were you pregnant? No, you weren't pregnant when you came to work with me. You just got married. So you 2 weeks before you came to fill in on Hot 30, you and Scotty just got married.
Yes,
Yeah.
but then I worked with you in December and then passed over to January, remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would explain it.
Yep. Stick with me, girl. One more. Got time for
Okay,
one more?
one more. May 2010. This person said, can't watch Lost till Thursday. Think I can avoid spoilers.
Gotta be Stav.
Without a doubt.
Yes.
Still watching Lost.
Are you lost?
No, it's good. Yeah.
Are you-
Yeah, I mean,
you've
that
gone
was-
back watching it?
Yes, on Netflix now. I'm sure we're watching it with Raws.
But
It's
you know
great.
the ending.
Yeah, but there's so much. Actually, it's one of the only. There's so much you pick up on when you watch it again. There's so much happening, and you go, "Oh, that! Oh."
Only you would have the same Facebook status from what?
No, you have this. You're still having the breakdown.
Oh, throw me into it, mate.
Stav, Abby, and Matt.
Alpha Bucks tomorrow, 6, 7 and 8, the 13th of May. Here are your answers to make it easier to win $50,000.
6 a.m. It's P. Some of your answers are physics, Pilates, and pneumonia. 7 a.m. it's H. Some of your answers are hallway, hairspray, and Hulk. 8 a.m. it's F. Some of your answers are Fat Man Scoop, make some noise, Fox, and Family Guy.
Right up. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Stav, Abby, and Matt for breakfast. B105. Stav, Abby, and Matt are off to grab a bargain, and you can too with Chemist Warehouse. Stock up and save now with the Chemist Warehouse half price cosmetic sale.